So it's December 28th, 2019. I'm recording a trailer, if you will, talking you through the agenda of our New Year's podcast, to be recorded shortly, not exactly on New Year's. So this is the studio. That was tested yesterday, and it's got a website called potkaars.nl/2020. And after we record this trailer, I'm going to put the guests that I invited on that website. So I'm going to talk to you about that thing with my first guest here, front running the broadcast. So this is Bailey Lemon. Hello, Bailey.
Hello.
So I just sent Bailey an Excel sheet with the people that have confirmed, more or less, with the schedule. Now, I need to put myself in the picture again. So let's run through that thing and see if it makes sense. So we're recording the 30th, and some of the guests are known to Bailey. So maybe I introduce you first. So Bailey, I met you through a pirate party, and lo and behold, you were a board member when I met you, I think, but you're the president now, or what's it called?
So I was the vice chair of Pirate Parties International when we first met, and now I'm the chair. So stepped up a little,
made a promotion.
stepping up in the world.
Okay, and another thing that we started doing in 2019, and we'll talk about that in the New Year's broadcast, is we're writing a book of courage. So we're co-authors, right? So we'll talk about that as well.
Are.
All right,
Yeah.
so that does bring us to the list of guests. So what do you think of the lineup, Bailey?
I think that this is an amazing lineup. So we have so many cool people here. We have Thomas Drake, NSA whistleblower from 9/11. You may remember him if you were paying attention back then.
I wasn't. I was not.
Oh.
I only learned of that after Ed Snowden, really. But he's going to be on, yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of people, it's like you heard of him after Snowden. He's like the OG NSA whistleblower, like before Snowden.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's super cool. We also have John Kiriakou on that list also, who blew the whistle on CIA torture years ago, and he did jail time for that. So he's really awesome to talk to also.
So here's the thing. Both of us interviewed family members to Reality Winner, her sister and her mom, and and a friend, Wendy Meir. And, so Reality Winner, that's like the way Thomas Drake described her, the signature whistleblower case under Trump, right? She's serving time now. She's in jail. Not celebrating New Year's Eve.
Nope.
So we have her sister on, Brittany.
Yes. Yes, Brittany is awesome, and we got to talk to Brittany a couple months ago too, or was it a couple months ago now? I feel like so much time has passed already, but we talked to Brittany recently, and and so she'll be able to talk about her sister, Reality Winner, and Reality Winner is somebody that, like, if you don't know her name, you need to know her name. You need to know who she is, especially with all of this Russiagate talk, this Russia talk in general, which is so.
Did you know there's a play out? There's a play in New York made out of the FBI interrogation of Reality Winner.
I did hear something about that. There's a play about her now, which is super cool.
I don't know if Brittany saw it, so we're going to talk about that one as well.
Yeah.
Then, what's next? Now, you're watching at the Excel sheet. I'm watching at myself. My studio. We got. You talked about the. You mentioned the Russiagate thing, the collusion, the intrusion in election. Meddling. So that's what Reality Winner blew whistle on. I mean, something actually happened. There was Russian interference in the voting computer and voting computer software infrastructure. So that's what we learned through her. But another thing that took place in 2018 was that poison gas incident in Douma, Syria, and the OPCW.
Yes, WikiLeaks just released some stuff about that.
Yeah, what's that about?
Yeah, so I actually haven't looked into it that much on my end. Not yet. I haven't had a chance to actually like go and like look at some of these documents
Well,
that just got released.
so
Um,
back then already in 2018, Erik van der Beek, who's a Dutch journalist, did, and he was following that thing closely. Um, and he's going to be here in the studio talking about that too. Tarek Haddad, who used to be a journalist from London, I think, working for Newsweek, who wanted to publish about that this year,
Mhm.
and he quit Newsweek because he couldn't. That's the way I
Yeah,
understand it. So I have Eric and Tarek talking about what happened with the OPCW Duma thing. Now, in short, there's supposed to be a chemical weapons attack in Duma.
yeah,
OPCW reported on that too. Yeah, we found stuff, but they really didn't. And now people are blowing the whistle on that one.
yeah.
So we're going to talk about that. Then 2000. So it's going to be look back at 2019 and look forward to 2020, right? So
Yep.
what was one of the main things if you look at journalism and publishers in 2019?
There's so much. There's so much. And as far as journalists go, we also have Lorraine Murphy, who's a Canadian journalist. She's also going to be joining us. She's reported on all sorts of topics over the years to do with like the internet, anonymous, whistleblowers,
Yeah.
just all of these topics that we're covering in this broadcast. And yeah, Lorraine's really awesome. She's been a journalist for a long time. She's written for like Vanity Fair and all sorts of different outlets, and she's got her own website too. And yeah, she's just really awesome, and it'll be great to have her with us.
One of the main
With the
things that
current
also,
state of journalism.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So she's going to help us put together that part of the Book of Courage. Right?
Yep. She's also contributing to the Book of Courage,
So
which
one
is
of the
really
things that happened in 2019 as well is that Julian Assange were dragged from the Ecuadorian embassy in London, put in jail, Belmarsh prison. The way I understand it, is hardly able or unable to prepare his defense for an extradition trial
yeah.
to be taking place in 2020. So we will be talking about that one also. Just looking for confirmation for proper guests on that
Yeah.
segment of the show. So we still got 2 days to go. And
Yeah.
then the studio is going to fill up with some Dutch journalists. We're going to talk about media, new media, old media, censorship, and what's going to happen looking forward to 2020. So did I
Yep.
miss anything there, Bailey?
Well, we also have joining us. So, a big thing that happened in 2019 was the European elections. And we actually have with us also Marketa Gregorova, who is a member of the European Parliament for the Pirate Party.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's going to be really awesome. Talk a little bit of pirate politics. And Marquetta's first year, or not first year, it hasn't been a year yet, but Marquetta's the first few months of, her new job as an MEP, and what are the big issues, and what are the MEPs working on, and it'll be really exciting to hear about that from her.
Yeah. So I remember I talked to Julia Reda when she just started. I think she just started for a couple of months back then. And I asked her, so how's the new job? What do you like about it? What don't you like about it? And the don't like part, she said, it's the moving to Strasbourg every time.
Yeah.
So let's ask that thing to Marketa. See
Yeah.
how her new job is treating her, and what's the cool stuff, and what's the downsides of that in European Parliament. Yeah, she's going to be joining us.
Yeah.
Together with my bridge crew, Renko Koppe and Jonathan van Dijken. So I have to mention those guys. So it's going to be a full couch from time to time,
Yeah.
and lots of remote guests. So, Willem Bol is here. I can continue the list. Willem Bol is here, he's a Dutch guy, who is, yeah, I can say that, I suppose, dead broke, with a chronic back injury, and fighting an insurance company ever since for the last 10 years, winning it also with
Oh, that's
with the
good.
back injury. So he's going to be here, talking about a next step that he's going to take there. Pim van Galen, who used to work for Dutch public broadcast company for years and years. He's a political reporter. He's left that line of work. And he's now my colleague with Café Weltschmerz, making interviews there. We have Rutger van der Noort, who works for Opinie Z. And he's also an independent journalist. And he started a Nexit think tank. So we probably will be talking about Brexit if it's ever going to pull through in 2020 or after. But there's people in Holland who want to discuss that as well.
Nexit, as in Netherlands exit.
Oh yeah.
Leaving the oh my god, this is popping up everywhere. We have a Wexit in Canada now, which is Western exit. So it's the province of Alberta. They're all angry because Trudeau got reelected, and so now they want to leave Canada.
Well, there's no leaving Canada, but you had Quebec, right? Way back, wasn't that?
Yep. Quebec has its own independence movement too, but this Wexit is very new, and yeah.
Oh, I hadn't heard about. Well, I'm still looking for people to talk about Spain and the Catalonian situation there, because that's also 2019. That people that just had a referendum on self-determination got thrown into jail.
Yes, the trial happened earlier this year, of the independence leaders. Most of them being elected politicians. Some of them were, more connected to cultural organizations and more activists, but a lot of these people were elected officials. And the trial happened, and they were sentenced to like many years in jail.
And also, some of them got elected into the European Parliament, are supposed to be colleagues to Marketa, and they're not allowed in. So you have to go to Spain first to get arrested. So they're not going to do that, and because they can't make that trip, Spain denies them their seat in European Parliament.
Yeah,
I'm still looking for a guest on that bit. I have asked Puigdemont and some other people. I just haven't gotten a response yet. Anyways, we're going to have a great show.
We could talk to Marketa about it too, because I know that the Pirates are very supportive of, they were some of the people who were defending the rights of the new MEPs, and they've been outspoken about that topic. So,
all right. In closing, for this little trailer, it's going to be a big trailer, but anyway, it's going to be a massive interview also. It's going to be a 4 or 5 hour talk, all in all. We're going to air it December 31st, European time, so that it ends shortly before midnight. And then it's going to stay online through the Potkaars channel and through Café Weltschmerz channel and possibly some others. I'm still working on that one. But in closing, so you know donuts, everybody knows donuts, but have you heard of oliebollen?
No.
Oliebollen, no? So literally it translates to oil bowl, like a bowl of dough that you fry. Yeah. So that will be our New Year's, Old Year's Eve treat, if you will, in Netherlands. So I'll bake my oliebollen in the morning, and I will do the marathon interview.
Well, that sounds lovely.
Well, you're gonna miss that. Or you have to take a flight now. If you fly in now, you can make it still.
I can make it for donuts if I fly in. Yes.
I'll see you in a couple of days, baby. Thanks for helping out. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yes, we came, we saw, he died.
Every nation in every region now has a decision to make.
You think I'm joking? Predator drones. You will never see it coming.
Laat staan dat ik kan ingaan over vuur.